Oh, hello, people. My name is Kale Boss. The only boss. Oh, wait, what else? Have you heard? Wait, do you know that Tap Tap Send is live in Texas? Oh, you didn't know? We went to New York. Now we are live in Texas. So people in Texas and around, all you have to do is to download Tap Tap Send. Yes, Tap Tap Send has become the most unique, secure, and fast way of sending money across the world to your loved ones anywhere. Okay, so download Tap Tap Send on Google Play Store or App Store, and when you're in Texas or around, you just have to put in the code TXGH. What did I say? TXGH, and you get $10 for your first transaction you make. Mahama media, Texas, you drew ho. Very soon we'll conquer everywhere. Download Tap Tap Send now on Google Play and App Store. Tap Tap Send. It's secure, convenient, easy, and fast.
Everybody check now. Check it. Fa check it. Fa check it. Check it. The beat is real. Don't will make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it, check it. Fa check it, check it. Fa check it, fa check it, check it, check it. Green select glucometer, check it. Fa check it, check it, check it. Put sugar level, fa check it. Fa check it, check it, check it. Fa check it, fa check it, check it, check it. Green select glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
I still remember coming across this particular tweet, and at the time that I saw it, I want to believe I was too busy running around, so I could not pay attention to it. So as usual, as a content provider, I kept it somewhere and told myself I will surely come back to this sometime to come. And as I talk to you, I think this is the right time for me to address it, because it is now time that I have gone deep into the conversation and now I can talk about it. This is the editorial right here on Sammy Flex TV. Production being done by Digital Rasta, call him Currency. And of course, Richie Flex, who is the editor and director of this platform. And again, I want to say thank you to you for also following us here on Sammy Flex TV. I know we were out for some time and our comeback has been like we were not even away for a minute. It has been good giving you what you want, and at every point in time, connecting with you guys makes us feel good and makes us even feel stronger. Ladies and gentlemen, Tap Tap Send is also here. So if you are watching us and you have to be sending money from abroad to Ghana, you can use Tap Tap Send. It is just an app. Download it onto your phones now and make sure you put in all your proper detailed information. And with this, you can send money from anywhere that you are in your country. Remember that you can also use the promo code SammyFlex. The promo code SammyFlex will surely give you some more money into your wallet. Now, Tap Tap Send has introduced what they call the wallet. The wallet is where you can keep your money. That if you are waiting for some better rate before you do your sending, you can keep your money there and wait for better rates before you send the money to your loved ones, your family members, and what have you. It is called the Tap Tap Wallet. If you have the app on your phone, do the research, get the wallet now, and start using it. Sometimes, when you want to send money, it's about £20 to a certain amount in cedis. If you wait for some time, you can get a better rate, and that is what the wallet is all about. Dig into it, get yours, and start using it today. Remember, anywhere you use Tap Tap Send, your promo code should be SammyFlex, and with that, you are going to get some extra money into your wallet. UK, Tap Tap Wallet is ready. Use it now and thank me later. Now let's come back onto the issue, and we can run away with it right after talking about it. I want to talk about Meek Mill. Meek Mill's story in Ghana spans from the fact that some time ago, he was caught in the Jubilee House here in Ghana. And when I say caught, not to mean arrest or anything, I mean he was found, or he was seen in our Jubilee House here in Ghana shooting some content. Some people saw it to be a music video. Others also saw it to be whatever. The stories around that particular scene was plenty. Trust me, the stories were plenty. And that at a point, people did not even know exactly what it was. But Meek Mill ran away with it. And of course, the powers that be, those who could play to his defense, did it so beautifully. And as it stands now, he's minding his business wherever he is. Meek Mill has been a lover of Ghana ever since his visit. If you follow his tweets, if you follow how he always comments our president, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, and the way he talks about Ghana, everything shows that indeed Meek Mill has found some new love in the country called Ghana. There were even grapevine information around the December festivities that he was expected to be in Ghana for a performance, but for whatever reasons, none of us gathered what really went wrong, and he could not come to Ghana. But as much as I know, Ghana is out for him any day, any time that he would want to visit. Why not? We'll be waiting for his next visit, and we'll pray that nobody will touch his phone this time round. When he was here in Ghana, I think a year or two ago, his phone got stolen at an event grounds, and according to reliable and credible sources, it took a tweet from Shatawale and a combination of powers from Ghana police for him to get his phone. And since then, we've got information that he's become a lover and a fan of Shatawale. Sometimes they even have some exchanges online and all that. So all these ones come together to mean that indeed Meek Mill is a lover to Ghana, or a lover of Ghana, however it sounds right. Let's go for it. Now, he has also performed here before at Afro Nation. And I remember that was when he was supposed to go a certain way. He decided to go his own way, and phone matters happened. So yes, indeed, Meek Mill is known here, and as it stands now, it feels good to know that these global musicians, they still have some interest in Ghana. It feels good to be a Ghanaian sometimes. Only when we are playing against some people in the AFCON and the World Cup, that is when sometimes it feels weird to become a Ghanaian. But apart from that, away from football and all those negativities around the game, every other thing points out to the fact that it feels good to be a Ghanaian. Now, why are we talking about Meek Mill today? And I told you, this is something I saw some time ago, and today I want to really pay attention to it. Now, let's get into the story. So, at around 1:19 a.m., that is 22nd January 2024, and Elon Musk will say from Earth. So somewhere on Earth, Meek Mill made a tweet, and I want us to pay attention to the tweet. I know this particular tweet would come with different interpretation, because as it stands now, when you even read comments under the tweet, there are so many people who are disgusted, who feel disappointed, who feel that Meek Mill should have known better to have tweeted this way. They feel that Meek Mill, you don't have to speak like this, or you don't have to tweet this, because you are supposed to know. That's how it comes across. But after further thinking about what the gentleman tweeted, I don't see it to be that bad. Well, there will be a point where you can say, because of technology and because of his knowledge, he should have known some things. That is fine. But you see, sometimes when some things are pressing you, you throw away logic. And that is what I see here. When he realized that those things were pressing him, he threw away the logic in there. And he decided to find out why things are the way they are like that. Now, what was the tweet? Now, let me read the tweet to you. He wrote, or he tweeted, I was asking how they listen to music in Africa because I want to handle my business. None of my contracts say they have right to distribute me in Africa. Basically, looking for the money trail. I don't know what platforms used in South Africa, LOL. let's try to break this down into meaningful pieces so we can take it from here. And this is a Meek Mill tweet. Someone who has been in the industry for God knows how. He has gone through the mill, going to jail and all those things, out of some of the things he's done as a young guy growing up in America. And the fact that now he has grown to understand that the music thing is not just about some people. If you read the tweet, that is what it says. Now let's go back to it again, and this time around in bits and pieces. It says, I was asking how they listen to music in Africa because I want to handle my business. Underline this. I want to handle my business. Now, this brings us the first point in this particular tweet that has been misconstrued or misunderstood by some people. And I know others are hurt. Some people are attacking him left, right, and center. And as it stands now, when I read this or when I read this, I saw different meanings, or I had different meanings from it. He said, I want to handle my business. Do you know what it means? What it means is that all this while, as a musician, maybe he's been relying on record labels. He's been relying on some people who were handling his music business for him. But as it stands now, for whatever reasons, maybe this is his time of awakening. Maybe this is the time of realization that, Meek, I can get more than I'm getting. But because I have left my destiny in the hands of some people, they are managing it the way they want it. Maybe that is not how I want it. So the first line is that I was asking how they listen to music in Africa because I want to handle my business. At any point in time, if a musician tells you that I want to handle my business, then it means he's found out some things are not going well for him. It means he's realized that things are not the way they should be. Because, of course, Meek Mill is not new in this space. Obviously, his business has been run by some prominent labels and management firms all over the state for him. But now, he feels he wants to handle himself. That is why he is asking some pertinent questions. To him, it is a pertinent question. To you, it might come as a dumb question, but he does not see it as such. Now let's move on to the next line. It says, none of my contracts say they have rights to distribute me in Africa. None of my contracts say they have rights to distribute me in Africa. What it means is that there are some people who have credible information who are supposed to let the gentleman understand, in this case Meek Mill, understand that Meek Mill, as part of your earnings, this percentage came from Africa. This percentage came from Asia. This percentage came from Europe. This percentage came from America. And it goes on like that. But it looks like all this education, because he is just a creative person and his only interest is in creating, he does not have all this information. And nobody has also taken time to explain this to him. Because if he has really gotten information that in Africa, we are also streaming songs through Spotify. In Africa, we are also streaming songs through Apple Music. In Spotify, in Africa, we are also listening to songs through Audiomack and all those things that he is aware that he has been making money from. I'm not sure he'll be out here tweeting this and asking these questions. Because according to him, he says, none of my contracts say they have rights to distribute music in Africa. What is having rights in distributing music in Africa? Maybe Boomplay will be the answer for this particular one. But even that, if you have someone who can distribute from America and still get a large share of the African market, even though he or she is distributing from America, then what is the need to look for someone to do what? Because yes, even if the Boomplays are going to do, will they cover the whole of Africa? Maybe no. Maybe yes. Their best is to cover some areas in Africa. That is if they are not covering all the countries in Africa. Their best is to cover some areas in Africa. But God has been good thanks to technology. Apple Music is being streamed all over the world. Audiomack is being streamed all over the world. Spotify is being streamed all over. In fact, any other platform that you can think of, you can get to stream their songs or songs on these platforms all over the world. So there is even nothing serious like an African distribution. There's nothing serious like that. Like I said, unless maybe you want to talk to only Boomplay, because they have hold on some African countries with their distribution on the Boomplay app. Apart from that, all these apps, the major apps in the world, they still have bases here in Africa. People are streaming them. Even in some African countries, they have sub offices or outlets there as well. So what is Meek Mill saying? It means that in the music business, because of lack of transparency, someone is not sharing some information with him. And as a musician, he's worried. He's asking questions. That is why to some people, this question may come to you as a dumb question. But to the artist who knows what he's going through, this is not a dumb question. Now let's wrap up. He says, basically looking for the money trail. Basically looking for the money trail, of course. He wants to know where he can make his money. He wants to know where he can make his money. I followed some tweets from him. And when you read further tweets from him, he's talking about he's now feeling smart like before. He's now managed, like he's now having full grips of his life and all that. And I want to believe it is because of this music thing. The music thing, if you are not careful, they will suck you dry. If in America, where he is closer to Paris, resources, he is still crying like this, then woe unto my African brothers, should they sign the wrong deals. Then woe unto my African brothers who are making impact now. If they had signed the wrong deals, or if they have signed wrong deals, then the future would not look good for them. At the moment, they will smile because out of collaborations, they are still filling the auditoriums and the stadia all over the world. But in the near future, when you are not able to fill these auditoriums and you are at home, that is where the real test of what you did comes to play. Now let's wrap up. He says, basically looking for the money trail. I don't know what platforms used in South Africa. Of course, he does not know. He does not know because those who are giving him money, they have not given him the breakdown well. And it happens with most of these third or middle men who are acting as publishers, distributors for artists. It happens like that. To some artists, they don't even know how their money comes. Because there is someone who is breaking that communication gap. The person takes from Apple Music, he takes from Spotify, he takes from AudioMac, he takes from YouTube, he takes from all those places. And all that the artist knows is that, oh, you've made $10,000. You've made $20,000. How did I make the $20,000? They don't know. From which platform am I making the bigger money? They don't know. Which place am I getting more people from? They don't even know. Apart from those who have really made it an effort to go deep at their back end to ask some of these questions. And I'm sure that was what Meek Mill was trying to do. To find out, how come I'm talking to my people, they are telling me this and that is done, but I am not getting to know how much money I'm making from Africa. He said, South Africa, how are they able to listen to his songs? He says, what platforms do they use in South Africa? South Africans are using AudioMac, they are using YouTube, they are using Spotify, they are using Apple Music, they are using maybe Deezer, Tidal, and all those things. They're also using it too. But despite his influence, his longevity in the music space, have you seen he does not know all these things? And I can see people are mad. They don't understand why the gentleman is asking those questions. They don't know why, what his worries are. They don't know why. So they would think like, oh, this is Meek Mill looking down on Africa. He's not looking down on Africa. This is really a problem. And many musicians are going through like that. Many musicians, top, medium, small acts, many are going through like that. So many artists are frustrated because of some of these conversations. Because there are some people who come and make you feel like, oh, the moment you sign on to them, they are going to be your world. The moment you sign on to them, they are going to do everything for you. You sign on to them, and if you are not careful, you still have to do your work because they have so much on their hand that they will not even pay attention to you. All that they are waiting for is to do your collection of your earnings and they take their percentage. In fact, that is the kind of work they are doing. That is what they want to do. So they take all your catalog, dump it on their platforms in the name of monetizing it for you. They don't do much. Meanwhile, they come with all the promises. Oh, we are going to do this for you. We're going to boost your numbers. We're going to do this. We're going to advertise. No. All those things will be said. But in reality, the work is not being done. So your earnings come, and instead of you earning 100%, you are earning like 60%. What happened to your 40? Your 40 is gone into all the non-existent things that you were told the labels and the firms were going to do, but they don't do it. So they rather make money off the musicians. And that is the problem of Meek Mill. He thinks he has been around, he should know better, but he does not even know how Africa is listening to him. He doesn't know. And that is how sad the story is. Now, let me wrap up by going through the tweet to read some of the comments. Angry people commenting. Of course, as it stands now, the impression for this particular tweet is 1.6 million views, 992 reposts, and 1.2k quotes, 9.4k likes, and 360 bookmarks. It tells you how interest is high on this particular tweet from Meek Mill. Now, Jan van Potita, I'm sure he's a South African because he has the South African flag around his name. He said, we listen to American music from zebra stripes. And this is how painful the person felt. He says, we listen to American music from zebra stripes. The white stripes play the likes of Taylor Swift, and the black stripes play your music. That is a heavy punch in return to the gentleman. He's punching back hard. And it's Dove Jew says, that's all you had to do. That's all you had to do was say that. Then Meek said, hey, what's the mainstreaming platform do you all use to listen to my music down there? Simple. You went all the way left with that and Twitter cooked you up as usual. Of course. They think the question he asked was stupid enough and therefore Twitter did not forgive him. Now, a name Irenua says, bro, wrap it up. The more you try to explain, the more foolish you look, more than you already do on a normal day. Papa Wemba says, are you an illiterate? Why are you asking stupid questions as if Africa is a cave? We've got all your streaming platforms available in Africa. Stop the fooling. Now, Sweet MF Jones says, so Meek Mill, the fact that people are engaging online with you with the same app you are using doesn't tell you that we are using the same Apple Music or Spotify you are using. Grow up, Milk Mill. Grow up, man. Okay. Ahmad Sherry says, since Nikki dumped you, you have become nuisance and laughable stock. And Blues Republic says, Rick Ross shot his music video in the ghetto street of Nigeria. I believe he has the information you are looking for. I love you, but don't cloud chase with Africa. Now, Alex says, just wrap it up already. I'm sure he spoke some language or he wrote some language that I don't know. Now, Ono says, so they have been ripping you off all your career? Same platforms you use in the US is what is also used in South Africa. This particular person got the question. So he did not come fighting. This particular comment. He understood what Meek Mill's problem is. So he did not come insulting and attacking or abusing him. He answered him, said, so they have been ripping you off all your career? Same platforms you use in the US is what is also used in South Africa. And Still Pretty says, can't believe you are this dense. You are this dense. Thank God Nikki left your damn ass. They did not get it. Papa Wemba comes again and he says, you think Africa is a cave? He doesn't even have Burna Boy's or Davido's net worth. You are a clown. Someone says, in Africa, we speak proper English. Next time, use ChatGPT to phrase your question in a more structured manner. Someone said, I can't believe you are this stupid. So many American artists come to South Africa every year to perform. SA even hosted a FIFA World Cup a decade ago. Also, there is a Google. Someone says, where are your friends? A simple search could have spared you the embarrassment. Are Americans really this ignorant? In fact, if you want to read the comments, you can read because the reaction on this particular tweet is so plenty. Africa is Home says, make me say less. We use birds that travel seasonally to the States. Sometimes they fly over the studio and hear you making them noises. You call singing, then they fly back during the winter there and whisper to us. And the perfume guy actually answered. He says, Spotify, iMusic, YouTube, Tidal, etc. Basically, anything platform that the West has got, South Africa has access to as well. This person also very politely came answering the question right. And Billionaire Molime says, we use crypto this side Meek. Like we use crypto at this side Meek, okay? And said, nah, it's time to wrap it up as Google. We listen to all music in any platform, Spotify, YouTube Music, Apple, etc. So for the commentary, I'm sure I can read. Few people got him right. Few people got him right. So many people thought he was looking down on Africa. And as someone who is active in the music business, I did not see it as such. I saw it as someone who is looking for information. I saw it as someone who does not know how it has been working around him all this while. I saw it as someone who wants to take charge of his music business and now he wants to know how things are done. So to those who feel offended, to those Africans who feel offended, sorry about this. Really sorry about this. It's unfortunate you guys did not get him. You guys were too emotional about the question. Did not even take time to analyze what the gentleman was saying. Let's pay attention to details. It's not all the time that people look down on us. Meek has proven to love Africa. In the last couple of years, he's proven to love Ghana. He's been here running in and out, and I know he has so many things to do here. Let's take our time, get things right. And to Meek next time, maybe like some people suggested in the comment section, a little search, a little asking could have done the magic for you. Sometimes we ask something not because we have no idea, because we want confirmation. Okay, I know things to be like this, but I'm just asking, is it like this indeed? It could have saved you this embarrassment. I don't mean to say much. We can end it here. My name is Sammy Flex. I'm happy to be in the music space to understand some of these things, to share with you. Reason you have to be here on this platform, Sammy Flex TV. This has been the editorial thanks to Digital Rasta, Code Currency, Richie Flex, and to Tap Send for holding us down. If you have not subscribed to us, please do, because here we have more of such beautiful conversations on this platform. Sammy Flex, I'm out of here. Bye.